I know this isn't exactly an original video. It's been done and overdone, but I feel like, I've been doing this for a long time, and this is something that I've been waiting to. I mean, not really waiting to announce since 2009, but I first heard about the renovations at Carlsbad. I think it's 190, 98, $92 million worth of renovations on the school that were announced back in the mid 2000s, and there's been speculation since at least 2009 that Carlsbad Gap was going to be one of the things that was removed from the school to make way for other things. I think originally well, not me personally. I had no reason to speculate on it because I don't live there, so I have no idea what's going on. But originally, I believe it was said that they were going to put up a building there, but now it sounds like it's going to be a parking lot. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're gonna pave this monumental skate spot to put up a parking lot." But what you got to keep in mind is, yes, these skate spots like El Toro and the Hubba Hideout and Carlsbad, they're all famous to us. They're all important to us. We love them. We like to see tricks go down on them. Go down on them. That sounded really dirty. I never really, but to the people that own these buildings or that are in charge of keeping up with these buildings, they're nothing. They don't skateboard. I mean, I bet you that retaining wall at the bottom of Carlsbad Gap has, I bet you kids sit there and eat their lunches every single day. I don't know where it's actually located within the school. Maybe they're not eating their lunches. Maybe it's just a place to hang out after school. But it looks like a damn good place to sit to me. I mean, I'm just saying. Uh, so you kind of got to understand that. And it's not like they went in there and they dynamited the whole thing or they tore it out really disrespectfully. There's actually a video that Lancer Link posted, and I'm going to give credit to Mike from my Facebook for bringing the video to my attention. Although I'd already heard that it was being torn out, I hadn't seen the video until he posted it. And I believe the original was posted by the Lancer Link, which seems to be like Carlsbad's school newspaper or whatever. There were a couple of other people on my Facebook that posted mirrors to the video, but I can't support mirrors like that, man. Like, when you're ripping off somebody else's work and not giving them credit, no respect, not cool. Um, there was 9,000 views on that video last night, and there was 20,000 a couple minutes ago. Well, almost 20,000 a couple minutes ago when I checked. But the video shows what's his name? Kenny Hoyle and Chris Markovich. Chris Markovich actually gets in one last ollie just moments before they knock down the retaining wall and tear up the stair set. And I think it's about probably 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, they show the retaining wall kind of laying on the sidewalk, and he hits the back of it with his backhoe, and they break it up. And the pros are all gathering up pieces and signing them and whatnot. And there's people taking pictures. Right after Markovich gets the ollie down, the final trick to ever go down, and it's an ollie, which, I mean, is respectable. It's a sizable gap. It's a difficult gap, but it's interesting that it's an ollie that went down. I understand he was pressed for time, but so they're gathered, like, there's people everywhere with cameras and video cameras recording this, knowing that this is something special in the skateboarding world. And I don't think there's a whole lot of other spots that have that same level of respect from outside of the community. Like, people really knew what this spot was. For instance, when I first started making my YouTube videos, skateboarding was growing in popularity, but it still wasn't like where it's at today. So there was, I always called them ramp tramps. They're the girls where you go to their pro hose and things like this now. I don't know what the actual terminology would be. Basically, it was a girl that crushed on skateboarders, and she found me on MySpace, I would assume, at the time. And we were talking on, I think it was back and forth in YouTube messages, and she was asking me questions about skateboarding, not really flirting or anything, but you could tell that was kind of the direction, But I sent her a clip, and she was like, "Where is that?" I was like, some high school in California, and she named the high school. I don't know the name of the high school offhand. I think it was I'm not even going to say it because I feel like it has lake or forest or something in it. Might be lake forest for all I know, but I don't remember exactly. And that's my point, is that even knowing what El Toro is, and it being famous to us, we don't know the name of the high school, and the people that go to that high school have no idea that what they're looking at, those stairs that they're complaining about walking up every day, are something special to us as skateboarders. They don't understand that. They have no concept of it. So that was interesting, and it may have just been a random troll, but this was pre-trolling pretty much. I mean, it existed, but it wasn't super common, and I really think they took that into consideration when they were doing these renovations, because they started in, I think, 2008. They started doing the renovations, and they're scheduled to be finished by 2013. I don't know if you guys know this. It's 2012 right now, and they're putting in the parking lot. So they're probably finishing up a little bit early. Maybe they have another building or something to go up. But they're working on finishing it up. It's not like they just came in one day with bulldozers and wrecked the whole thing. They gave us plenty of time. The people that wanted to get their tricks down it and actually, had a chance at getting their tricks down it, were given ample time to do so. It's not like, they didn't just come in and demo it in one day and that was it. You had time if you wanted to do it, if you had the chance to do it. I'm not saying everybody did, but we've known since 2009 at least. Had to have been at least 2009. And it sucks. It sucks. It does. But it's not like it's not the only spot in the world. It's not even the only spot at that school. I mean, I don't know, again, for sure, because I've never been there. But I understand there are several other gaps, stairs, skatable ledges. There's different stuff that you can skate there, not just the gap. And I understand the gap is the main iconic focus. But how many spots did they put in while they were making these new renovations? Again, I don't know because I don't live there. But it seems to me like they've taken something away from us. But it's time that some of these big name spots die off. And it sucks to see. But you need death so that there can be regeneration from that death. And that's why I like it when skateboarding dies, because it dies and it weeds out all of the bullshit. Everybody that doesn't like skateboarding 100% is gone. They leave because they don't care about it like we do, or like I do. I don't know if you care about skateboarding, but I do. When it dies, if I've got to go out in my backyard and chop down a tree and carve out a deck, that's what I'm going to do, because I love skateboarding. And when skateboarding dies and spots die, it makes room for growth. So my camera keeps focusing because I'm moving way too much. So I'm going to get out of here because I'm sure that's just as annoying to you as it is to me. I'll see you eventually.